Just like, I don't remember. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
I think the main thing we can expect is that it's a really nice mix of fairy tale and reality. I think it's all about. It's a fairy tale love story, I guess, but it's also got the Bridgerton element of trying to sort of tether it to some sort of reality as well and see how that pans out.
I guess you can kind of expect this like emotional tug of war, or like this kind of push and pull between, I guess, what their heart desires and I guess what society kind of desires for them.
Yours is better than mine. That was
That's
so
not
much better.
true.
It is. That was clearer.
That's
Yeah.
not true.
All right,
It's
fine.
a fairy tale love story
Fairy tale.
and it's an emotional tug of war. So I guess that's what you can kind of expect. The obvious one is roller coaster, but I'm going to say something new. And I'm going to say prismatic.
Nice. Great.
I'm using that as a metaphor
Yeah,
for
that's a
like
good one.
the character, for when, you know, before she meets Benedict and kind of after.
What
And
does prismatic mean?
it's like, you know, like the properties of
Of a prism, like that's
when the
really
light
good.
comes
When the
in
light
and then
comes
it
in.
like goes into a rainbow.
That's really, really beautiful.
So I'm going to say that as a metaphor, a
think
scientific metaphor.
I'm going to leave it with that. That's
Yeah.
a great one. I think with Benedict, it's always been about sort of trying to find some sort of solid thing that he's able to sort of feel himself sort of commit to something rather than flit around. He's a man of sort of many interests, and that's great in some ways, and in some ways though can betray a sort of sense of being a little lost or a little bit restless, and that goes quite deep, I think. And so there is clearly something in him that's not very comfortable, a bit scared or a bit worried about the idea of really committing to something. And so I guess that's partly the struggle for him this season, I'd say. Yeah.
It's kind of incredible because I guess I just never saw myself wearing clothes or even like maid's clothes in that kind of Regency period. I just never saw myself in those dramas. So even just trying them on has been like so new and fresh, and you know, it's not just contemporary clothes. So in a way it's really refreshing, and I feel really honoured to be able to wear those clothes that people love seeing, the Bridgerton gowns and everything. So yeah. So when I got the role, I was having breakfast with my mum at a cafe in Korea, and I stepped outside, and it was so funny because she kind of knew immediately when I was jumping on the streets of Gangnam that I got the role, but she came out crying, and then after the phone call she was like, we gotta go home, I think I have indigestion. But yeah, it was really beautiful to kind of, I guess, share that moment with her. And my friend I FaceTimed her and she kind of put her phone down and she was like, oh my God, you're in Bridgerton. It was just, yeah, it's so nice to have people who really love and support you and just are so happy for, I guess, to see your journey, I guess, grow. I don't think there's like enough words in the dictionary to describe what it's like joining the family, but I'm just very, very grateful, and everyone has welcomed me with open arms. So yeah, it's been a lovely experience so far.
And it's yours now.
Ours.
It's yours now.
Ours.
Yeah. Hi, Shondaland. Check out our latest interview on shondaland.com.